It seems like with each passing week, new EVs begin to hit the market, adding to the list of options now available around $50,000. While this is a very exciting time in the automotive world, now consumers will have a harder choice when it comes time to purchasing a new vehicle. To challenge the Tesla Model Y, Ford Mustang Mach-E, and smaller crossovers in this price range, Volkswagen is banking on the ID.4 to be the game changer that not only becomes a leader in this market, but also draw in millions of Americans to the world of electric technology by being the attainable EV that's also practical, efficient, and family-friendly. With rivals attempting to achieve the same goal, Volkswagen must stand out amongst the crowd. And to do that, they've decided to be conventional while also providing consumers with modern-day technology to compete in this new era of automotive design and ingenuity. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2021 Volkswagen ID.4. For the most part, Volkswagen has always been the gateway to buying more expensive luxury vehicles, as the Volkswagen Audi family have been known to not only share platforms, but also engines and interior parts as well. Unlike competitors, the ID.4 has a more reserved styling compared to the Tesla Model Y and Mustang Mach-E. However, it has a really nice road presence that should draw in consumers currently driving a Tiguan or RAV4. With the dynamic LED headlights, this EV has an upscale look, and even though the point of the ID.4 is to blend in, you'll still grab attention as the overall design will not be an acquired taste for some, and instead appears to be the classier option on the EV market in this price range. Also, when looking at the interior, you have an available massaging function for the front seats if you opt for the First Edition or Pro S trim, dual-zone climate control, a digital display, a high-quality infotainment system, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. While driving dynamics and performance does lack when compared to others in this segment, Volkswagen's attention to creating a welcoming interior and a good-looking crossover certainly hasn't gone unnoticed. Recently, Volkswagen has drawn some critics when it comes to the interior layout, not only for the infotainment system and lack of physical buttons, but also the plastic materials that are being used in new models. The brand is in a state of transition, not only pertaining to the adoption of electric technology, but also the ushering in of a new generation for most of the product line. Despite the soft touch padding being kept to a minimum, we were surprised at how comfortable the cabin really is, as the leatherette seats in the First Edition provide a good amount of support, and you will have armrests to help you relax on longer drives. While the ID.4 doesn't hug the road when cornering like the Ford Mustang Mach-E, or doesn't throw you back in your seat like the Tesla Model Y, its low center of gravity and luxury crossover-like characteristics makes this EV very enjoyable to drive. Its more laid-back composure and linear accelerations fits in perfectly with the overall driving environment, as Volkswagen's intention for this crossover was to be a great daily driver that will likely be a better alternative to a Chevrolet Bolt or Nissan Leaf than being a true competitor to a Tesla. It's for that reason many automotive experts agree that the ID.4 is one of few EVs that can be cross-shopped with conventional compact crossovers, as it can easily appeal to first-time buyers or someone looking to upgrade from a smaller EV. When you think of EVs priced around $40,000, the first few vehicles that come to mind will likely be the Chevrolet Bolt, Nissan Leaf, and Kia Niro EV, all of which lean more towards the subcompact and attainable side of things, rather than being practical. For Volkswagen to make the claim that the ID.4 is the EV crossover for the average American, it has to be suitable for their lifestyles. And thanks to its size, you can feel confident knowing that you can load up the family and go on a weekend road trip. For cargo space, you're looking at right around 30 cubic feet of room behind the second row seats, which is on par with the Ford Mustang Mach-E. There's plenty of room for more than 2 bags of luggage or whatever you might be carrying with you throughout the week. But practicality isn't exclusive to cargo space, as the rear seats are spacious and with a completely flat floor, you can fit a third person in the center, making it a bit more family-friendly than most compact crossovers. For the foreseeable future, pricing is going to play a role in the decision-making for most buyers, as EVs are still well out of budget for a majority of Americans. However, the Volkswagen ID.4 is here to buck the trend of expensive vehicles in this segment. With a base price of $39,995 for an ID.4 Pro, $44,495 for a Pro S, and our model being a first edition priced at $43,995, this crossover is actually one of the more affordable options at the moment, especially when compared to a Tesla Model Y. Then when you factor in the $7,500 federal tax credits, you'll be looking at a final cost in the low to mid $30,000 price range. Obviously, for a well-equipped model, you're spending close to $50,000. But if you're looking for an overall practical and efficient EV crossover, and you don't desire having the optional equipment, going with the Volkswagen ID.4 might be a better financial decision in the long run than choosing one of the rivals. The reason why Volkswagen and electric car enthusiasts have been so adamant about the ID.4 and why they believe it's the EV for the millions simply comes down to it being as close to a conventional crossover as we've seen so far. While outwardly the Mustang Mach-E, Audi e-tron, and Jaguar I-Pace appear to be like their gas-powered counterparts, they drive quite differently, not only when accelerating but also how aggressive the regenerative braking is. The Volkswagen ID.4 for all intents and purposes really is no different than a Tiguan when it comes to driving dynamics, as there's no learning curve and no reason to be apprehensive when getting behind the wheel. An owner of a Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4 can confidently take this vehicle out for a test drive and not feel as though that they're sacrificing anything by going electric, whether it's because of practicality or interior quality. Obviously, range is going to be the ultimate issue, as 230 to 250 miles might not be enough for some buyers. But efficiency aside, the ID.4 blurs the lines between being conventional and futuristic, and is arguably one of the best ambassadors for electric technology on the market today because fundamentally it's no different than the crossover currently in your driveway. Then when you factor in pricing and available features, the ID.4 becomes a very enticing vehicle that has positioned itself to be the first EV you've ever owned. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2021 Volkswagen ID.4. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying an ID.4 or any other EV, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.